Japan has everyday ideas so clever and so quietly effective that the moment you see them, you start wondering why the rest of the world hasn't copied them yet. Simple tools, small rituals, tiny design choices, all engineered to make life smoother without you even noticing. Today, we're looking at 20 of those ideas. Some are cultural, some are practical, and all of them instantly make daily life better. Let's get into it. 1. Tenugui multi-purpose cloths. A tenugui looks simple at first, just a thin rectangle of cotton, lightweight and unassuming. But in Japan, this single cloth quietly replaces items you'd normally carry or keep at home. It works as a hand towel, a headband, a wrapping cloth, a gift cover, a cleaning rag, a fashion accessory, even a quick bag in a pinch. The fabric dries fast, folds flat, and lasts for years, softening with every wash until it feels like something you've owned forever. Designs range from traditional patterns to modern prints, turning a practical tool into a small piece of art you can use every day. Japan solved the same needs with one elegant piece of cloth, a simple, durable tool that makes daily life lighter, cleaner, and far more intentional. 2. Furoshiki wrapping cloths. A furoshiki is a square piece of fabric that turns into almost anything you need. A gift wrap, a shopping bag, a bottle carrier, a laptop sleeve, even a quick backpack. With a few simple folds and knots, the cloth transforms, holding its shape securely without tape, zippers, or plastic. The beauty is in the versatility. It folds flat when not in use, weighs almost nothing, and lasts for years. Designs range from minimalist patterns to bold, traditional prints, turning every wrapped item into something that feels intentional and personal. Japan solved the same problem with a reusable tool that's elegant, practical, and endlessly adaptable. A furoshiki isn't just a cloth. It's a portable, sustainable system that makes everyday carrying simpler and far more beautiful. 3. Daruma goal-setting dolls. A daruma looks like a simple red figurine at first, round, weighted at the bottom, always standing back up when pushed. But in Japan, it's a physical tool for tracking goals in a way that feels almost ritualistic. When you set a goal, you paint in one of the daruma's blank eyes. It sits on your desk or shelf, watching you with that single determined stare. Only when you achieve the goal do you paint in the second eye, completing the face. The design is intentional. The doll's low center of gravity makes it spring upright every time it's knocked over, symbolizing persistence. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Japan turned the process into something tangible, giving you a physical object that holds you accountable without saying a word. A daruma isn't just decoration. It's a small, steady reminder to keep going. A goal you can literally look in the eye. 4. Bento boxes. A Japanese bento box isn't just a lunch container. It's a compact piece of design engineering. Multiple compartments keep food separate, textures intact, and flavors from mixing, so every bite tastes exactly the way it should. The layout encourages balance. Rice fits neatly beside vegetables, proteins sit in their own section, and small dividers hold sauces or pickles without leaking. Nothing slides around or gets crushed, and the entire meal feels intentional. Modern bentos use tight sealing lids, stackable layers, and microwave-safe materials. Both styles turn a simple packed lunch into something that feels cared for. Japan refined the idea into a portable meal system, compact, organized, and surprisingly elegant. A bento box doesn't just hold food, it preserves it, presents it, and makes even an ordinary lunch feel like something worth slowing down for. 5. Kakebo notebooks. A kakebo looks like an ordinary notebook. Simple cover, clean pages, nothing flashy. But inside, it's a structured system designed to make your spending visible in a way that apps and spreadsheets rarely do. Each month begins with a short reflection on what you plan to spend, what you hope to save, and what your priorities are. The pages guide you through categories, totals, and end-of-month notes, turning budgeting into a quiet weekly ritual rather than a chore. Because it's physical, you can't ignore it. You write every expense by hand, feel the numbers as you record them, and watch patterns emerge on the page. The layout is practical. Wide columns, clear sections, and summaries that show exactly where your money went. Nothing digital, nothing automated, just a simple tool that works because it demands your attention. Japan built a paper-based system that stays on your desk or in your bag. a constant, gentle reminder to spend with purpose. 6. Plastic food models. In Japan, restaurant windows double as tiny galleries of edible art. Hyper-realistic plastic food models sit behind the glass, showing every dish exactly as it will appear: the shine of the broth, the height of the parfait, the grill marks on the meat, even the swirl of whipped cream frozen mid-motion. These aren't mass-produced props. They're handcrafted by specialists who sculpt, paint, and assemble each piece with near photographic accuracy. You can see portion size, ingredients, and plating before you even step inside, removing all the guesswork from ordering. For locals, it's simply normal, a visual menu that's honest, clear, and surprisingly beautiful. Japan built an entire craft around showing food exactly as it is, turning restaurant fronts into displays that are both practical and strangely mesmerizing. A plastic food model isn't just decoration, it's a promise that what you see is exactly what you'll get. 7. Automated parking towers. In dense Japanese cities, parking doesn't spread outward, it goes upward. Automated parking towers use stacked mechanical platforms to store cars vertically, fitting dozens of vehicles in the footprint of a small building. You drive onto a platform, step out, and the system takes over. Your car rises, rotates, or slides into an empty slot with quiet, robotic precision. When you return, the machine retrieves it automatically and delivers it back to ground level like a vending machine for cars. Your car stays protected from weather, theft, and accidental scrapes, tucked safely inside the tower. It's urban design built for places where every square meter matters. Japan engineered a compact, automated alternative that saves space, reduces congestion, and makes parking a predictable, painless part of the day. 8. Kotatsu heated tables. A kotatsu looks simple, a low wooden table with a thick blanket draped around the edges. But underneath, a small electric heater turns the entire setup into a warm cocoon you slide your legs into, trapping heat in the most efficient way possible. Instead of warming an entire room, the kotatsu warms the people in it. The heat is gentle and steady, radiating upward as the blanket seals it in. Families gather around it to eat, talk, watch TV, or nap, and before long it becomes the gravitational center of winter life. Modern kotatsu use safe, low-energy heaters with adjustable settings. Japan created a personal microclimate you can sit inside, a small piece of furniture that turns winter into something cozy instead of something to endure. A kotatsu isn't just a table, it's a warm refuge you return to again and again. 9. Konbini hot food counters. Walk into a Japanese convenience store and the first thing you notice isn't the snacks or the drinks, it's the hot food counter glowing behind the register. Freshly fried chicken, steamed buns, croquettes, oden simmering in broth, all ready within seconds, any hour of the day. The quality is what surprises people. This isn't food that's been sitting for hours. Staff cook small batches throughout the day, so the selection always feels new. The setup is simple: a heated display case, clear labels, and a fast handoff. No long waits, no complicated ordering, no disappointment. Just reliable, freshly made food whenever you need it. Elsewhere, convenience stores are mostly for packaged goods and emergency snacks. Japan turned them into miniature kitchens, clean, efficient, and surprisingly delicious. A konbini hot food counter isn't just convenient, it's everyday comfort, available 24/7. 10. Train station lockers. In Japan, train stations aren't just places to pass through. They're built to support whatever you're carrying that day. Rows of coin lockers line the corridors, letting you drop your bags, shopping, or luggage in seconds, and move freely through the city. The system is simple: choose a locker, tap your IC card, or pay a small fee, close the door, and you're done. Your belongings stay secure behind metal doors monitored by cameras and station staff, and you can retrieve them hours later with the same card or a printed code. Sizes range from small compartments for backpacks to oversized units that fit full suitcases. The convenience is immediate. You can explore a neighborhood without dragging bags or navigate rush hour without being weighed down. Japan kept them and perfected them, turning stations into flexible, traveler-friendly hubs where mobility actually feels effortless. A station locker isn't just storage, it's freedom in a metal box. 11. Platform screen doors. On many Japanese train platforms, you'll notice a row of glass doors standing between you and the tracks. They stay closed until the train arrives, align perfectly with the carriage doors, and open in sync. A small piece of engineering that makes the entire station feel calmer and safer. The effect is immediate. No crowding near the edge, no slipping risk, no wind blast as trains rush past. Everything becomes orderly by design, not by instruction. They help maintain temperature and reduce the noise that spills into the station. For busy urban lines, they're a quiet upgrade that improves comfort for millions of commuters. Japan added a physical barrier that removes uncertainty, protects passengers, and makes the entire system feel more precise. A platform screen door isn't just a safety feature, it's a structural reminder that public transit can be both efficient and humane. 12. Washlet bidet toilets. Japan's high-tech toilets look ordinary from the outside, but the moment you sit down, you realize you're dealing with a completely different level of engineering. A heated seat, a built-in bidet, adjustable water pressure, air drying, deodorizing filters, all controlled by a panel of buttons that turns a basic necessity into something unexpectedly comfortable. The experience is precise. The seat warms to a steady, gentle heat. Some models even lift the lid automatically when you approach, or play ambient sounds for privacy. It's hygiene delivered through design, not chemicals. You leave cleaner, use less paper, and the whole process feels more refined than anything a standard toilet can offer. Elsewhere, bathrooms rely on cold seats and basic plumbing. Japan upgraded the entire system, adding features that make daily life smoother without ever feeling excessive. A washlet isn't just a toilet. It's a quiet reminder that even the most ordinary routines can be improved with thoughtful engineering. 13. Onsen facilities. An onsen isn't just a hot spring, it's infrastructure built around bathing as a restorative experience. Natural geothermal water is piped into communal baths, outdoor pools, wooden tubs, and stone basins, each designed to highlight the minerals, the temperature, and the landscape. Everything is intentional. The changing rooms are spotless, the floors are warm, and the washing stations sit in quiet rows with stools, buckets, and handheld showers. You clean yourself thoroughly before entering, so the baths stay clear and inviting for everyone. Open-air Rotenborough baths frame mountains, forests, or night skies. Indoor baths use cedar, tile, or smooth stone to create a calm, echo-softened space where the only sound is running water. Even the lighting is low and warm, designed to slow your breathing the moment you step inside. Japan built facilities dedicated to relaxation, recovery, and quiet social connection through thoughtful design and engineering. An onsen isn't just a bath. It's a physical environment built to make you feel human again. 14. Public restrooms. In Japan, even public restrooms feel like they were designed by people who actually use them. Stalls are fully enclosed from floor to ceiling, doors close with a solid latch, and the entire space feels private rather than temporary. Touchless sinks, automatic soap dispensers, warm water bidets, and seats that clean themselves between uses. Surfaces are easy to wipe down, ventilation is strong, and cleaning staff rotate through constantly as part of the system. Many restrooms include small conveniences you don't see elsewhere. Fold-down shelves for bags, child seats inside stalls, sturdy hooks, even emergency call buttons. Everything is built to solve a real problem someone has had before. The result is a public space that feels safe, clean, and predictable. You walk in, do what you need to do, and walk out. Japan treats them as essential infrastructure, something that should work well for everyone, every time. A Japanese public restroom isn't just a facility. It's proof that good design can make even the most ordinary moments easier. 15. IC cards, Suica/Pasmo. In Japan, a single plastic card can move you through an entire city. Suica and Pasmo tap you into trains, buses, subways, lockers, vending machines, convenience stores, and even some restaurants, all with the same quiet beep. The design is simple, a thin RFID card with instant, contactless payment. You tap once to enter, tap again to exit, and the fare calculates automatically based on distance. It's fast enough that crowds flow through gates without slowing down. What makes the system powerful is its reach. The same card that gets you across Tokyo can buy a drink, pay for a taxi, or unlock a station locker. You don't juggle coins, tickets, or apps, just one card that works everywhere. You can top it up at any station or convenience store with a quick tap and a bill. Japan merged transit and payment into a single object that makes daily movement feel effortless. 16. Hot and cold. Vending machines. In Japan, vending machines aren't a novelty, they're part of the landscape. You find them on quiet residential streets, tucked beside train platforms, outside temples, even on mountain trails. Always stocked, always working, always clean. Cold drinks in summer, hot cans of coffee in winter, tea, juice, sports drinks, all delivered instantly with a single button press. The machines rarely jam, rarely run empty, and almost never feel neglected. Refrigerated and heated compartments keep items at the perfect temperature. Payment panels accept coins, bills, IC cards, and sometimes even QR codes. Sensors track inventory, and maintenance crews rotate through frequently enough that the machines stay spotless. Because they're everywhere, they become part of daily life. You just know one will be nearby when you need it. Japan turned them into a dependable micro-infrastructure that delivers convenience with near-perfect consistency. A Japanese vending machine isn't just a dispenser. It's a tiny, self-contained service you can trust. 17. Umbrella drying stations. On rainy days in Japan, buildings prepare for the weather before you even step inside. Right at the entrance, you'll find umbrella stations. Simple machines that either wrap your umbrella in a thin plastic sleeve or dry it with a quick blast of air. The process takes seconds. You slide the umbrella in, pull it back out, and the dripping stops instantly. Floors stay dry, hallways stay safe, and you're not carrying a trail of water behind you. Some stations use absorbent rollers that spin gently around the umbrella, pulling moisture off without damaging the fabric. Both systems solve the same problem with quiet efficiency. It's a small detail that changes the experience of entering a store, office, or station. No puddles, no slipping hazards, no awkward shaking outside the door. An umbrella station isn't just a convenience. It's a reminder that good design often starts with noticing the smallest frustrations. 18. Bicycle parking silos. In many Japanese cities, bicycles don't clutter sidewalks or lean against railings. They disappear underground into automated parking silos, tall, cylindrical storage systems hidden beneath the street. You roll your bike into a small booth, tap your IC card, and step back. A mechanical arm grips the front wheel, lifts the bike vertically, and sends it down into the silo, storing it among hundreds of others in a perfectly organized spiral. Retrieval is just as fast, tap again, and the machine brings your bike back up in under 10 seconds. Sidewalks stay clear, theft becomes nearly impossible, and bikes remain protected from rain, sun, and rust. It's dense, efficient storage in places where space is scarce. Sensors track each bike's position, and the entire structure operates quietly beneath the city. Japan built a vertical, automated system that treats bicycles with the same respect as cars. A bicycle parking silo isn't just storage, it's urban order engineered underground. 19. Train station stamp stations. Across Japan, train stations hide a small ritual that turns travel into a kind of quiet treasure hunt. Near the ticket gates or on the platform, you'll find a simple metal stand holding a rubber stamp and an ink pad, each one unique to that station. The designs are surprisingly detailed. Landmarks, mascots, local foods, famous views carved into a single circular stamp. Travelers press the stamp into notebooks or dedicated stamp books, collecting each stop like a physical memory. It's a brief pause in the middle of movement. Step off the train, press the stamp, and leave with a small piece of the place you just passed through. No purchase, no app, no registration, just ink, paper, and a sense of discovery. Some stations have multiple designs, some rotate seasonally, and some are hidden in corners, turning the search itself into part of the experience. A station stamp isn't just a souvenir. It's a moment of connection between you and the place you're passing through. 20. Convenience store copy machines. In Japan, a convenience store isn't just a place to buy snacks. It's a tiny public office. Near the entrance, you'll find a multifunction copy machine that quietly handles half the paperwork of daily life. It prints documents from USB drives, cloud storage, or QR codes. It scans, copies, faxes, and even prints official forms and tickets. The interface is simple: large buttons, clear instructions, multiple languages. Payment is instant: coins, bills, or IC cards, and the machine works with the same reliability you expect from everything else in a konbini. For travelers, it's a lifesaver. For locals, it's infrastructure, a dependable tool that fills the gap between home and city services. Elsewhere, printing often means hunting for a library or office store. Japan put a fully equipped document center inside nearly every convenience store in the country. A konbini copy machine isn't just a printer. It's a public utility disguised as everyday convenience. And that's the list. 20 small ideas, none of them flashy, all of them clever, that make everyday life in Japan run just a little smoother. They're simple, they're practical, and they work. If even one of them made you think we should have that, then the point is already made.